Product Marketing Maestros, Tales from the Front Lines. I'm your host, Nitin Karthik. As the author of the Amazon bestseller Product Marketing Wisdom, I've always found that real-world case studies are the true litmus test for the effectiveness of any product marketing strategy. And that is why in this show, we dive into the minds of industry titans, as well as rising stars, unpacking their expertise in action-packed episodes that showcase the power of product marketing through real-world case studies. And today, my friends, we are joined by product marketing maestro Arnav Singh. Arnav is a seasoned competitive intelligence leader with over 10 years of experience spanning enterprise SaaS, HCM, and financial performance management. Currently at IntroHive, he empowers sales and marketing teams with actionable insights through battle cards, win-loss analysis, and strategic enablement. Arnav has built and led intelligent functions at firms like Dayforce and Profix, using tools like Crayon, Clue, Gong, and Power BI to drive differentiation and growth. He holds an MBA from Schulich and is a certified product manager. As a Product Marketing Alliance ambassador, Arnav continues to elevate the craft of strategic market insight in the B2B tech space. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Arnav Singh. Arnav, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Nitin. Really happy to be on this podcast. I've been watching your podcast for a while now, so it was super exciting to just join and contribute my perspectives. So thank you for having me. And yeah, like you said, I've always tried to help product marketing professionals sort of learn from each other, get ideas, best practices, share their insights with the community. So again, super happy to contribute.
Absolutely fabulous. I'm excited. And so, Arnav, as promised, we'll give the audience a situation from your experience. And we will use the ABC framework. So, we'll talk about the antecedents, the prior challenges. We'll talk about the behaviors, the actions that you took, and we'll talk about the conclusion, how things worked out. So, with that, Arnav, pick a situation from your experience and tell us what were the antecedents? What were the prior challenges?
Sure thing. So I would like to talk about my experiences. You pointed out that I've done a lot of win-loss analysis, so my experiences with that. So back when I was starting my journey in competitive intelligence at Dayforce, I was tasked with sort of rolling out or launching a win-loss analysis program. And as part of that, not only was I supposed to launch the program, but also get buy-in from the stakeholders who were sort of involved in the program, that being sales, that being marketing, customer success, and also legal, because a lot of sensitive customer information had to be shared. So that was really where I was sort of approaching it from, like getting everyone's buy-in while at the same time working to launch that program.
Excellent. I love that. And, Arnav, sometimes we feel that we're the only ones having this challenge, but I can imagine so many folks in the audience who may have experienced similar challenges like you. So thank you. So thank you for setting the antecedents. Now, Arnav, let's talk about the behaviors, right? So given these challenges, what were some of the actions that you took?
Yeah, so I think, as I said, because I had to get the buy-in from the audience or the stakeholders that I was working with, I sort of approached it by trying to figure out what their challenges were, like what were they uh, running into in terms of competing against some of our competitors. What did they want from a sales enablement perspective? What were customers saying to customer success managers about our product? And just trying to understand where we were in terms of understanding who our buyer is and what they want. And then from that point, identifying what are the gaps in the information that we have, what more could we want to know about, and then trying to figure out what kind of questions can we ask the prospects or the customers to get there.
Yeah, this is, I think, a classic example of how we have a problem and then we come up with a very carefully planned sequence to orchestrate a solution to that problem. I love that. So thank you, Arnav, for telling us about the behaviors. Now, Arnav, let's bring it home, right? So tell us about the conclusion. So how did the situation play out for you?
Yeah, so I think because it was my first time launching a win-loss analysis program, and it was also the first time the business was sort of understanding what win-loss is and the kind of value that it can provide to the business. The initial few sort of weeks were kind of hard because I had to constantly go back and forth, explain to people why we're doing this, and then, like I said, get their buy-in on sharing some of their closed opportunities, including losses, which are typically hard for people to share. But then once we started to get those early results and we started to see what kind of insights we can get out of this program and how that sort of started to drive our business towards more sort of a strategic view on what our business needs to be focusing on from a product standpoint, from a marketing standpoint, from a sales approach standpoint, from a customer success standpoint at times of uh, like renewals or maybe like cross-selling and upselling to existing customers. That sort of opened up this whole Pandora's box of opportunities for our company. And uh, when they started to see what the program can offer and the value that it can provide, it just sort of escalated from there. And then it became like a sort of formal every month kind of a rolling uh, program that people started to voluntarily like nominate opportunities for and say that I want to see what win-loss can provide on this deal that I recently closed because I want to understand what the buyer was thinking here. So I think uh, it was sort of a great sort of experience. And I think, like I said, if you understand what your customer wants, in my case, that was the internal stakeholders, and you try and deliver that, the results will follow on their own.
Absolutely fabulous. Look at that, right? So you had this challenge, you took those behaviors, and then it actually worked out very well for you, right? In fact, you had your internal customers asked you for more. Hey, we want this for more programs. And that kind of a pull reaction, I think, is something that all of us want, not just from our external customers, but even from our internal customers, our stakeholders. So absolutely fabulous. Thank you for telling us about that amazing case study. So, Arnav, if people wanted to find out more about you and what's next, where can they do that?
Yeah, great question. I think I am really active on LinkedIn. And like you said, a lot of the stuff that I've been doing as part of the Product Marketing Alliance's ambassador has been just communicating insights, best practices, recent updates on LinkedIn. So I think if anyone wants to reach out to me, they can find me there. They can send me a note. I'll always be happy to help.
Wonderful, wonderful. So thank you, Arnav. Folks, there you have it. Please reach out to Arnav for more insights. And for even more insights, check out my Amazon bestseller, Product Marketing Wisdom, at productmarketingwisdom.com. And see you next time on Product Marketing Maestros.